crazy.
So I called this meeting together today because I wanted to evaluate what you guys been working on and really just see what you've been learning from the internship so far. Is there any possible way you could get Medara on the phone?
Yeah, let me call her. Hey Medara.
Oh, hey Medara.
So KJ called a meeting and he wanted to discuss some things with us, but it seems you're comfortable.
We wanted to check in and see how the interns were doing. We're not paying you guys for nothing, so if you could, can you present what you guys been learning so far and what you've been working on this year?
Oh, yeah, I can do that. I came up with a leaner way to think for what I've been working on this term. And if we jump to the next slide, it says, loading lists and deleting files. Loading lists quantifies the specificities of each material component coming aboard the plane. Example, Purell wipes, stowage, frequency, time from time, SAP's description, class, action. What I was doing was changing billing and production to just production, and for deleting old files, I was removing them from Cbase, which enables the system to run quickly, crash less, and opens up new space.
Did y'all see that? We spent thousands of dollars for these interns, and this is what we're doing? I see where the money is going. I see what they're doing.
Waste, labor hours, waiting time in the follow-up process, loading lists, deleting files, adding meals, plus special meals. So I guess basically to sum all of that up, it just basically means going back and doing rework. Came up with a way to reduce, reuse, and reward. And why this is important is because sometimes, well, I'm not going to say any names, but there's been a few people in the office who have marked something as billing when it was only production, and they cost us like thousands of dollars, but that's okay because everybody makes mistakes, I guess. This will also be included with the monthly audits and the loading list. So yeah, most of my term, I have been working on deleting old and inactive files from Cbase. Because it does allow the system to run faster when there's not as much being stored. However, it took me like 3 weeks to delete all of those files because there was about like 10,000 of them. So in order to keep that from happening to anybody else, we can start adding this to the monthly audits. You need to select a specific date. You need to also select a specific city, load those airlines, and then, but I mean, the steps kind of explain it right here. If you just want to go to the next slide, we just have like pictures of how it's done. I mean, personally for me, pictures help me better than just steps. So you guys can look over this later. So yeah, I mean, pictures are always the best way to go because you can actually see what you're doing. Words don't always, I guess, just do what they're meant for. You don't describe it enough. You have to see it. What I think this company really needs is more liveliness. Pink. I feel like our theme color should be pink. I don't know why it's orange. It's kind of. Yeah, I mean, I think it went good.
Awesome. So the entirety of my internship, I worked on creating and auditing specific sheets to create an inspect platform. So these sheets played a crucial role in making sure the food was properly labeled and get out to passengers for consumption. And upon realizing this, right, on average I receive around 50 to 100 items to either audit or create a spec sheet for. Inspections require us to have nutritional facts, ingredients, and photos. And if we lack one of these criteria, we can't list them. We have to audit them as outstanding. And on average, I was around 10 to 20 minutes creating, either researching, creating inspection, or auditing things, right? And at times, I would either be missing traditional fact or a ingredients list or photo. And so this time that I was spent on looking for a sheet that wouldn't even be posted, results will either 150 minutes to 300 minutes left creating the spec sheet. Now, I would in turn have to mark up on the ending. And so the question I had for myself was like, is there any way where I can store these incompleted spec sheets into a file cabinet and help the future auditor to better post in a quick and timely manner? And so with that, I had the idea of creating an Excel file cabinet. This file cabinet will hold different links of incomplete documents, spec sheets, and for the future auditors just to be able to research for what exactly we have to look for, whether it's a photo, official facts, or ingredients.
I mean, I think her presentation was okay. Not as good as mine, but it was all right.
Bro, she came in with sweatpants on. Just because you work from home doesn't mean you can wear whatever you want. It's crazy. Well, great job, guys. Let me show you how it's really done. You know, been working at LSG a long time now, and you know, I'm so grateful they gave me the biggest customer we have, which is American Airlines. Been dealing with a lot of data, a lot of numbers. They've actually been doing a lot of fixing with these things called meal counters, right? And meal counters are so important because the hardworking kitchen, needs to forecast, and these meal counters help them prepare for that. Well, I've also been doing a lot of auditing too, which is a thorough review of data to ensure that the data is accurate. They cleaned a lot of stuff up in Seabase, which is our program that we use here. Basically use it for everything. This company would be nothing without me, because that cleanup really gets it moving, because Seabase takes forever. Another process I found myself doing is, adding special meal counters as well. To check that little box, see if it says meals. If it does, it has a counter. If it doesn't, it doesn't have a counter. Plain and simple.
The entire time I'm wondering, isn't he an intern like us? Who made him manager? That's my question.
Well, guys, glad y'all can make it. I guess that wraps it up. Same time tomorrow.
I mean, yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. Medara?
Medara? Medara, you there?